terms of a little video, I'm going to be talking about monogamy, right? Monogamy, right, was actually, right, a myth. We got to go back and track back where monogamy came from, right? Because it didn't come from anything real, right? First of all, before there was any evolutionary psychologists, right, like Darwin, right, there was always tribes, right? The tribes, how do I say this? The tribes, they had their shit, planned out in a different way. It was routed in a different way within tribes, where the chick was able to have sex with pretty much any guy she wanted to within the tribe, right? But the guy she got married to was the father of the child, even though it wasn't his DNA. As long as it was a part of the tribe, it was still his, right? So that's how it used to be back in indigenous times. And is there even indigenous people today that still practice this, right? Even in 2026, all right? So then Darwin came along, and then he created this thing called monogamy. That the mate or the male would seek out one sexually selective partner, and she would find only one, and so on and so forth. And then now in the modern day we have monogamy, right? So monogamy actually was a man-made concept. It's actually called the monogamy theory, evolutionary theory, right? Because Darwin, right, created a theory, not an actuality. This is what he believed, and people took it and be like, okay, I can believe that too. And some people nowadays believe that that's actually what it is, but that's not how science works. All right? So, which leads me to say this. Monogamy, right, is a pipe dream. There is no one for any of us. The only one that will be the one will be exactly the person that you are. That's the only one that's for you. Who you born as is who you are supposed to be monogamous to, right? Anything externally, any object externally, person is an object. Externally, it's actually just lostness or simply a misnomer, so whatever, right? And it's actually very unethical to be monogamous based upon studies. All right,